Welcome back to Cooking Creole with Carolyn. I promised you a very exciting guest, and he has arrived. Let me just tell you that when I was talking about cornbread the other day to Commissioner Jerry Butler, Iceman Jerry Butler, he said, "Darling, I'll come in your kitchen and cook the cornbread." Welcome, Jerry Butler.
How you doing?
Fine, fine.
Good.
Oh, you know what? I talked to my mother back in Texas, and I said, "Mother, the Iceman's going to come in and show me how to make cornbread."
You know, that's been one of my pet peeves in life, is that all the fine women I see now be talking about, can I have your autograph for my mother?
For my mother?
I say, hey, are you trying to make me feel old? Or...
No, but you look great.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely great. You know,
I was hoping that I would beg the compliment.
Oh, God, you wonderful, wonderful. You know, I've been cooking collard greens.
Yes, you have been cooking. I can tell.
Put my foot in
the
there.
The aromas tell me you have been cooking. Let me look over in there.
Oh, how does it look, darling?
As Martha said, I've been to the mountaintop. I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. Girl,
I love it. I love to cook. I mean, and I think you love to cook
Does your husband know about this?
My husband? I don't have a husband.
Oh, there's some stupid men in this country. I tell you that.
Look, you can write in. My address is only kidding.
Just keep doing this show.
Okay.
They'll be writing you.
I love it.
Pork chops look absolutely heavenly.
I've given everybody my little secret recipe, and I know you probably have a recipe, but you know what was so funny? When you and I were talking on the phone, I said, "Would you please give me your recipe for collard green?" You said, "Baby, everybody got a recipe for collard green."
That's right. That's right.
Now, what's your little secret, though? I mean, you have to have a
secret. The secret is in the bone.
The bone?
The bone.
Now, what does that mean? Pray tell.
The ham hock has a bone.
Oh.
Out of that bone comes all of the substance, which is what makes Jell-O for gelatin and all of those kinds of things.
Well, excuse me for living, okay.
And it thickens the broth.
The pot liquor, as we call it.
Well, I said broth because I didn't want to get too cultured.
Well, it's a cultural show, baby, you know.
You know,
the liquor.
The pot liquor.
The pot liquor, okay.
To the point that when you cool it, it will gel.
Ooh.
Lord, and then when you put it back on the flame, whoo, voila! Talk about something to stick your spoon.
And then you start singing, "Only the strong survive."
Only the strong live. You don't believe.
I love it. But, you know, I want to put the finishing touches on these pork chops, and they've been cooking, I think, long enough. And I was telling the audience earlier that everybody wants my little, secret for making these smothered pork chops. And you know what I'm going to do?
What you going to do?
Normally, I would make a roux.
Yes.
And we talk about a roux.
Yes, you and I did talk about it.
Now, what do you know about a roux?
Well, a roux is basically what we of the ethnic African culture call a gravy. Or the base for the gravy, as it were. But now there are several kinds of roux, as you explained on one of your shows that I watched when you were making a gumbo. You can have white roux, or brown roux, or rouge roux.
A rouge roux? Oh my goodness, I didn't use that word.
And the baton roux.
Baton?
The red.
I mean, I love having knowledgeable cooks on the show.
Thank you very much.
I mean, you have at least a base of what the food is all about.
Yes.
You know, and normally I would make a roux, but you know what, Jerry? There are so many different things that can sort of circumvent those steps of making a roux. Today, with these pork chops, I'm not going to make a roux. Now, normally, I would add a little flour. I'd take the pork chops out, and I'd add a little flour to this oil that's been cooking these pork chops, and make my roux. But I'm going to do it a little different, and you can help me a little bit.
Go ahead.
What
do you want to do?
I want to add some onions to that.
You're going to add onion?
Onion shack.
Onion.
As they say in Louisiana, shack. Okay?
There you go.
Little bell pepper shack.
Well, you better take that hot one out of there.
Okay, take the hot one out of there.
That will give you some blues. Some blues.
Like Louisiana.
You know what I'm saying?
I love it. For your precious tongue, dog.
Yes. A little celery.
Little celery. Oh, but Shat, look at that. As my mother would say, Shat, this will make très bien, Shat.
And then we have here
some green onion.
Onion.
That's
not shallot.
Not shallot.
But onion.
Onion. And,
wonderful.
Okay, we're going to just let this saute for a few minutes. And guess what? What I've done,
what have you done?
What have I done, and where is it? I'm going to kill.
What are you looking for?
Here it is. Here it is.
What?
This is a pre-mixed pork chop gravy mix that I bought in the store.
Well.
And it's nothing but flour, and it's almost like a roux.
Yes.
It's already flavored.
Yes.
So from having to make.
Go right on.
Okay.
Don't
add that.
Nobody.
Okay, add that to that. And this is going to make the gravy real
thick
and nice
tasty.
and tasty.